Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Peasant Chat number 6, where I just talk to the peasants. I don't have a particular subject matter. We just get your questions about porting. How much power will it make? How come this tuner did that? I shouted out this tuner, and I don't know what my current tuner is. Mad at me. That's what's happened in the last week. Some people are so dense. I'm saying so dense that they are dealers of ours and then put up a post of a competitor bashing our shit and think that's okay to do. And I'm like, all right. I mean, that's how you want to play shit. Cool. But man, people are some dense, dumb motherfuckers. You do corrupt in our free speech. The mod in the house. How you doing, brother? Good morning. Good morning. Sounds good. Jason Friedberg says good morning. I'm on, brother. Says Nickel White. Nickel White. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Playing both sides. I'm looking at you. Culero, the DCT is unlocked. Okay, until I see parts breaking, I'm not going to say it's unlocked. Until I see clutches, until I see a car do a legit GTR launch, whatever. A lot of people say, oh, it's unlocked. Look, it might be. People might, but up to, as far as I know, I don't see anything in any software that makes me go, there's some clutch stuff there. There's shift points. There's shift point changes. But once I start seeing clutch stuff and shit breaking, that's when I'll say, okay, we have full access. So now someone's out $20,000. Just here to find out how long until Biden cures cancer or unveils his plan for the coronavirus. Sorry if you're pipeline workers. I apologize. I am sorry. And if you're a car guy, hey, I'll repeat it. For the Mexicans in the back, if you voted for Biden and you own a race car, you are a stupid ass motherfucker. I'm telling you, you're the stupidest motherfucker on the planet. You literally will. It's like shooting yourself in the foot and wondering why it hurts. Excellent. Alec, have you heard anything about the direct injection upgrades? Who gives a flying fuck about direct injection? At this point, if you're going to spend $3,500 on a direct injection pump, you got your priorities way fucked up. Why? To run 87 octane and make 1,000? Where's that car? Where's that car that makes 87 octane and makes 1,000 wheel? Where's it running down the track? Let's see the pistons on that. I've seen more failures on pump gas 10 PSI cars, and I cannot imagine what a DI 87 octane, pump gas car making 1,000 makes. And then the fuel upgrades are what? $5,000? Some stupid people out there. I'd rather get rid of DI at this point when it comes to race applications, right? Because the DI gets in the way and the tuning becomes way easier. The DI does not help you in racing applications, in my opinion. How many guys that specifically really modify the DI stuff make big boy steam? Every single 7-cent car London has tuned has a return style fuel system, and honestly, the DI is kind of in the way. It's kind of in the way. E-Rock says Biden's a piece of shit. Flat plane crank by Ants 19 Coyote. Biden is garbage. Good morning, fella. I got solar panels for sale. Hi, Alex. On a 350 manifold, recommendation: IMRC lockout or not on the 16? Brandon is tuning the combination. Thanks. If you can make the IMRCs work, we prefer that. The 18 manifold is the one that has the odd IMRC configuration. The GT350 manifold, because it's Gen 2 on Gen 2, is similar. So if you can make it work and retain the IMRC on a 16 manifold, that's the way to do it. I locked mine out for simplicity. I just didn't give a shit about running on the IMRC stuff. I wanted the coal there to be. I didn't care, and the car was gonna have a huge converter, so the power band or the power range was gonna be in it immediately. So I didn't really care about the IMRC stuff. Switched to a Gen 3R. Now I'm making about 1 psi more. Is a retune required? It's a good idea to have a data log looked at, but not necessarily a retune made. Buy me owes me a stimmy. That's fucking retarded. He owes you a stimmy. Fuck out of here. I noticed a lot of cars for sale on the Turbo Bullet lately. You're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of guys offloading their stuff because they're going to try to get into the new stuff. If you see a lot, you mean like a lot of Gen 3s? Let me know, because I'm not really up on Turbo Bullet or any of those sites. Such a sicko said, oh, I went and found out when VMP said the 1314 Coyote supposedly had boss rods. By the way, I wasn't tripping. Okay, such a sicko. Send me the link and I'll see that shit live and I'll see what they're saying. They don't have boss rods Again, they don't have boss rods. More rods have flung on 13-14 than any boss I've ever seen. If Dakota is out there making 1,000, almost 1,100 wheel on stock rods, you think you're going to get away with that with regular Coyote rods, 13 or 14? No fucking way. No way on the planet is that real. Sorry, Justin, if he did say that. David Van Voorst got rid of DI for a reason. Simplicity, absolutely. Which upgrade should I get? Viking shocks on street tires or keep saving for drag tires? Which upgrade should I get? Viking shocks on street tires or keep saving for drag tires? Why not get drag tires and Viking shocks? They both complement each other. I wouldn't get one for the other. The Maverick's gone. CBRX. Maverick's been gone for a year. Pussy Pounder says, what power level do you recommend aftermarket? Cams or Boss? Anything over like 900. Because the Black Bean, the Black Lund Racing 18 GT that went 7s, has stock cams. Nobody owes you shit. Go to work. Exactly. Nobody owes you shit. Go to work. I have a problem breaking the same tires loose on launch on the street. Thinking about moving to a Hoosier bias ply for street digs. That seems to be the way to do it. The street likes a bias ply. Nine Toes Racing says, hey, it just got done snowing in Wisconsin and my snowblower needs a tune. Can I send you a log? Tim Morgan, if I add rear O2 spacers in an effort to pass emissions, does it affect the tune? No. Simple answer, no. I don't think that's going to work, but I'm answering your question, and I think that's a no. Do you think 2K rattle causes long-term issues? I love the peasant chat. I just love the peasant chat. Do you think 2K rattle causes long-term issues? What's he talking about? I just wanted your thoughts. Just wanting the credibility of the credibility of myself. I'll go find the timestamp. Yeah, find the timestamp, brother, and I'll play it live and I'll let you know what they say, because sometimes in context, you guys listen way fucked up. What you hear versus what your brain thought you heard is totally different. Did you hear how fucking fast Joe Young's car, Streetcar Joe, is on David Van Voorst's video? 60 to 130 in the 1.7s. I don't believe that at all. That is a ridiculous time. Now, are we talking on the street or in the quarter? that is flying. Shit. People selling their cars because our new fuckbag president. Jeremiah Bright. Alex looking to move down to Florida from PA. Probably Tampa. Have a family around there. How are emissions down there? There is no emissions. There's no emissions. You come down, you bring your car, you register the bitch, and once you get out of the tax collector's office, you drive the car. No emissions. Love it here. Alex, what do you charge to unlock and engage? We don't lock anything if you're going to get a tune from us. I think, look, engage stuff is day to day. So I could say one thing today and tomorrow could be a completely different thing because it's an evolving thing because they went out of business. CJ setup tuned by Brandon. Weird intermittent popping at idle. Normal. Bye. Next. Bye. See you later. Bye. Normal. Intermittent popping. No Coyote goes la 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 la. No, when you open up the exhaust, they go la 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 la. That's how it is. That's just how every Coyote sounds. Well, it didn't do that stock. You mean when it had a suitcase, 4 catalytic converters, and stock mufflers that you couldn't hear a goddamn thing? That time? Yeah. Florida's full. Nah, Florida's open. Just don't bring your bullshit with you, man. Hi, Alejandro. The 6R80, is it better to put the shifter in sport or drive? Depends on who's tuning you, but if it's stock tune, sport seems to feel zippier. If it's tuned by us, in drive. Mr. King says, hey, Alex, I'm looking for a boosted manual Gen 1 car. How much should I be looking to pay? Boosted, under 60,000 miles, clean, 18 to 20. 17 to $20,000. If it's like a ruby red 14, yeah, you're gonna pay a little money. In the quarter, Alex, he also claims he let off the 8th mile and coasted his way to 7's quarter mile time. So the car is probably a 4 or high 3-second car in the 8th. That is, or maybe a mid 4-second car in the 8th. That is cooking. That is freaking flying. Absolutely, I believe it. If it's one of those cars, I believe it. I'm Hung Solo MF says, good morning, bendiciones, que Dios te bendiga. Jared Wells says, McDonald's and title office, 2 things fucked in Florida. McDonald's and title office, 2 things fucked in Florida. Yep. So I got my shit back. got my shit back because the stupid Florida people, I got my title, so y'all don't think I don't have that. I got my title back. It's a Pennsylvania title, legit Pennsylvania title for Section 8. So I took it to the tax title tag place, whatever, and they're like, oh, it says that Florida, the guy who titled it in Pennsylvania never canceled the title in Florida. And then I looked up on their website, Florida's website, it says canceled. I'm like, it's canceled. But they, for whatever reason, couldn't register it. And I'm like, so now I got to go by myself to the tax collector's office, which is the DMV here. I have to take time out of my work day to register a car because people are insanely incompetent. Insanely incompetent is the MO of Florida. Incompetence is at an all-time high in Florida. If you're used to fast service, quick, competent people, knowing what the hell they're doing, knowing what they're talking about, efficiency, it is not here in Florida. Didn't do it on my 350 manifold setup, so I don't know how it was doing. It was all good. Okay, so it didn't do it on your... Who cares? Sorry, who cares? I mean, what makes the car intermittently pop at idle? The cam position's the same. The MAF data, unless you have an air leak, that probably more than likely is you having an air leak if it's doing a lot of popping. What small block 4 would you go with potentially for the Fairmont? Just wondering, I was building a 351 on the side for fun. Something big inch, dumb, super high compression, and on E85. But guess what? Everything I do to build that would probably be achieved by a stock Gen 3 Coyote. So it's just like, what the fuck, you know? Jason Sigranelli, what did he say before? Did he say something before? Because he's saying $10,000 later, we are tuned by Lund. Okay, I don't know what he said before. Yeah, I don't know what he said before. 380 in the 8th, says Nickel White. That's flying. Shit, that's stupid. Look up Lucifer finally lives up to its name by Derek Barron. Skip to 1930. My comment doesn't show up in the link. Okay, look up Lucifer finally lives up to... Oh, gosh, that douche in blue. Oh, my God. Okay, I guess we're doing that. Lucifer lives up to its name. By the way, it's a stupid name, Lucifer. And we're going to go to 19 minutes and 30 seconds. That's what you want? Well, why don't you just copy paste it? Oh, fuck, now I got to do the work, you know? So I'm not going to show their face because, you know, I want my audience to stay here. So we're going to go to 19 minutes and 30 seconds. And if he says it has boss rods, Justin Starkey, I love you. You're crazy. If he says that. And in what context?
That's like the highest. And this is an all-new kit with a lot of design changes. So
dude, that's crazy. I mean,
truth is, while this is a Gen 1, Ford came out with the Boss in 2012, and supposedly in 2013, like, these got the Boss rods and stuff like that.
No shit. That's the rumor?
Supposedly.
Okay, at least he said supposedly. Justin Starkey, you're 100% wrong on that. 100% wrong. Unless you can prove that, I wouldn't even pop off on any of that stuff. No way they got the Boss rods because I have seen so many of them fling rods. Look, I've seen Edwin Martinez, Gen 1, stock Gen 1 motor, made well into the 800, I think, low 900 wheel on Gen 1 rods, right? But that was a turbo, so it's a little softer on the bottom end. But there is no way on the planet that, we screwed up. Here's some Boss rods. No, because I have seen so many rods fling on 13 to 14s. Donnie Renfro's 13 to 14 rods went, bye, see you later. Do you know how many rods on 13 to 14 I've seen fling? Tons. Do you know how many rods on 13 to 14 or 12, 13 Boss 302s fling? I can't think of one. Jason says he got tuned by somewhere else and it turned into a $10,000 build, 23 degrees of timing, Whipple pump gas car. Oh my God, Jason. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, man. Did you verify that it got that much timing? Like, did you verify that it got that much timing at wide open throttle? Whew, ridiculous. Currently have an N-gauge, and while I'm speeding it up, it says I'm getting as much as negative 10 knock. I'm still learning about how properly read the N-gauge and what I could do with it. Thanks. Edgar Sanchez, negative 10 knock is good because it is negative knock. It is adding timing. You're fine. I don't know, man. Chick-fil-A drive-thru is pretty efficient and nice. Every Chick-fil-A drive-thru is efficient and nice, but I'm talking about like government shit. Chick-fil-A is a private enterprise. So is McDonald's, but man, the public down here. Okay. Real easy. Take a peek at the guys that are working at Chick-fil-A. That's all I'm going to say. They're legit. Love this, man. Can't wait to get on y'all my swap Fox Bronco Stang. I can guess where he's from, or some of his. I just based on that sentence, I'm like, yeah, okay. He said Maine and y'all. Can't love this, Maine. AJ Nash said very happy with the tuning. 2016 Gen 2 stick with a Paxton and 15 PSI 85. Gonna get my Gen 3 F-150 regular cab and Odin and hopefully get into the mid 800s. Oof. Thank you, Lund Racing. Man, that's a lofty goal, but it can do it. He didn't verify shit. Fucker probably ran Kroger 91 octane. Fuck out of here. No, Tony, I've seen it. I love you. Tony, I love you. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. That's why you think you're fucking flying. You don't race your shit enough. You should be flinging rods too before the crank fucking flies off of it. I have a Gen 1 with a VMP. And the funny thing is, Tony, I'm not going to tune you ever because you play the other side so hard that if you ever try to get a tune from Lund Racing, I'm going to say, you know what? No. Nah, he plays the other side super hard. He's super hardcore on the other side. So, and that's good. That's okay. Ride out with your boy. But I do not want to see a tune order come across for a Tony full bolt on because I will say, you know what? I don't want to be involved in that. No, thank you. He's got a tune. He's happy. He rides out. He reps it really hard. Ride out with your boy. Any chance you're going to go streetcar takeover? Hell no. No way. No way. The streetcar takeover is a 1 day jam-packed. I'm like, guys, make it a race event. Make it a regular race event. Start testing and tuning and testing and tuning and qualifications on Thursday, Q1 Friday, Q2, fucking Saturday morning, and start getting into eliminations. Do it the regular way. You can't expect to have a good racing event if you have 1 day and try to jam it all in 1 day, and guys are racing until 3 a.m. And then some events have ended early because they couldn't finish the race. Guys, make it a full event. People want it. Certain places don't give a shit, right? Certain places, I understand it's too much work and not a lot of people show up. But it's a popular event and you're only giving people 1 day. Come on, man. I would like to see something similar on John Dock's bad Apple setup in the Fairmont, but that's just me. Yeah, okay, sure. Let me just spend $150,000. Come on, man. What's wrong with you? You should do a rating subscribers cars video. You should do a ratings/subscribers cars video. I don't know what that means. 30,000 miles, 700 horsepower daily drive. Okay, so ride out with your boy. You will not get a tune from Lund Racing. Ride out with your boy. You play the other side too hard. You play the other side way too hard. I can't be fucking with people that play the other side too hard. They can be fans and chill out and everything. That's cool. But if you play that side that hard and you defend it, knowing what we know, that's all you, buddy. Ride out with your boy. Alex, what's the lowest ethanol percentage you'd run on the 85R tune? 75% or 80 BX at the... Yeah, it's going to trim it out. So at wide open throttle, you're going to see the short-term fuel trim try to trim out 8% or so, maybe a little more. So you should be okay, in my opinion. I would always opt for you to be as close as 85% as possible. But if all you have is 75% or 80%, it'll trim it out, and I think it'll be okay. Now, I don't think you should have a 1,100 horsepower, 1,200 horsepower car with that much of a variable. In my opinion, I would prefer to be, running race, ethanol, like Ethanol 1R or C85 or whatever. You see the guy total his Dodge TRX? Stupid. I didn't see it. I did not see it, E-Rock. It doesn't even come across my universe. Only people that look for stupidity find stupidity. Morning, bitch, says Oscar Diaz. Quick question on the 6R80 from a GT V6. 4L are basically the same thing or just different map shifting? I don't know that the V6 6R80 is different than the V8. I don't know the internals of that. Every single time Power by the Hour gets a core to rebuild or something, it's from a V8. It's from a V8. So there must be a reason in the internals. He wants you to talk shit about subscribers' cars. That's what he meant. Wow. Why doesn't he just say that? Why doesn't he just say, I want you to talk shit on subscribers' cars? I'm not going to talk shit on subscribers' cars. What the fuck? No. Then I become like this gimmicky idiot. No, that's who YOLO douchebag was. I like how you guys go, oh, I missed the old YOLO douchebag. You mean the broke guy that made no money? The guy that made no money and talked all the shit on the planet, but was broke as shit? You guys like that guy? You like keeping a guy down just so he can make you laugh? Come on, fuck that. There's certain things that make you money and you can still be sort of entertaining. This is it. I wonder whether the competitor that popped off on Lund is one of those 5 to 7 tuners who can create tunes from sand themselves. Probably not. A lot of people that look, Lund is, I sounds like I'm, sucking dick, but Lund is the measuring stick. If you have nothing to measure up against, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And then when you become the measuring stick, you then have to fend off, the people that try to come up with your shit. So sometimes it's better just to leave them alone. But what makes me nuts is when someone that reps Lund gives a competitor a platform to talk shit on Lund. So I'm going to look at that guy and go, you're a piece of shit, bro. You're fucking retarded. Most Light says, I'm trying to make 750 to 800 on a Gen 2 manual car. Got everything but a fuel system. Should I go to 800 horsepower innovation system or step it up to the next one? Step it up to the next one. I wouldn't want to be like at the cusp. And their horsepower rating is depending on many things, more than likely fuel pump. So two 274s can support 1,000 wheel. That's what the Fairmont has. I have two 274s and a single 285 in case. Kerry Snyder says, hey, Alex, for TVS blowers, what's the best for keeping temperatures cool in Texas? Cool in Texas. It's going to be pretty impossible because normal, if it's ambient 90 plus degrees, normal IAT, meaning blower temp, because the blower is on top of the intercooler, is going to be in the 120s. It's just how it is. You're going to see like a 20-degree rise in temperature, but that's not hot in terms of IAT. Hot in terms of IAT is over 140, and that's when you start pulling timing. Obviously, your car's going to run better the lower the IAT, but if you're in Texas and you have a TVS car, heat is just part of the problem. My Paxton car, when I'm driving, or the Vortec car, when I'm driving around, it's ambient, literally ambient. Once I stop and I'm in traffic, it goes way up. It needs airflow to come across that intercooler to keep the air charge temps low and the IAT low. But TVS cars, they're air to water intercooled, right? They have a heat exchanger, and water basically is what cools it. And then you a bigger heat exchanger up front with more capacity, and you got to have airflow to that heat exchanger is the best bet to keep it on the cool side, But if you're making a lot of power, it's just gonna generate heat. Just like when you're at 10 or 11 PSI on any blower, you're not going to generate that much heat. Step up to a big boy 3.3 pulley or YSI or some F1 Pro Charger. F1 Pro Chargers or any Pro Charger with decent boost gets super hot IATs. That's why people then supplement it with meth, water meth. They try to cool it. It's just when you make big power, you're gonna have IAT issues, period. It's just a part of that's why people, big boy, 2,000 plus horsepower cars run a straight meth, like M1 fuel. It takes away the you don't need an intercooler setup at that point. It's just cold all the time, and you can save a lot of weight. I like how Tony Bolton says IAT is 1 degree over ambient at cruise, but once you go watt with big boost, forget it. It's just like a TVS. Actually worse. An F1 Pro Charger is way worse than a TVS. Boost for boost at anything over 15 PSI. Hey, Alice, what can I do to my 3650 5-speed to handle Coyote New Edge? Broke it 2 times already. Tempted to 6R80 swap it. I would blank and ship. I would see what Ben Calamer could do for you. And what are you breaking? What exactly are you breaking? Are you breaking synchronizers? Are you breaking the gears? Are you breaking the shift pads? What are you breaking specifically? Cody Bragdon says, I've seen all the videos and read everything, but never personally felt one. Will the Cobra to intake do a NA Gen 3 some noticeable good on the butt dyno? Not really. I would only do a Gen 3 CJ setup if you're considering cams to make sure that you take advantage of the high RPM capability of that intake. T Stoat 1 says, I had an 08 GT500 as a daily driver. Stupidly got rid of it. Looking for an 11 to 14 GT500, 16 plus 350. Either would be a new daily with Peasant plate. What's the better way to go? I don't care about clout. 16 plus GT350. 16 plus GT350. In my opinion, 60 plus GT350 is just a better call all around. Alex, 2 quick questions. Will Lund Racing be at the Raptor unveiling? No. Alex, also, will Lund offer a tune for the new 2.7 EcoBoost Bronco? If it becomes a thing, sure. Look, a lot of people say, well, why doesn't Lund support everything? Because you motherfuckers don't, there aren't 2 million Ford Edges EcoBoost on the road that want tunes, right? Ford Flexes that want tunes, Ford Raptors that want tunes. There's a very small percentage that want tunes. How many people with Mustangs want tunes? Everybody. And people started making fun of us for getting into the F-150 game late. Why did we get to the F-150 game late? Because nobody gave a crap. So tuners elsewhere were popping off saying, yeah, we're the best, we're the best, we're the best. Once Lund Racing steps in and breaks every record with the help of people like, Manuel for Midnight and others, all of a sudden they're like, well, that's bullshit. They got into it late. I've been doing this for a while. So if you've been doing it for a while, why is it that Lund Racing come into it real late and breaks record? Why is that? All of us, you've been doing it for years. You got into it from the ground level. You know more than us. Yet we're into it for a year and a half and we've got every fucking record on the planet. Why is that? Why is that? Only if it becomes popular do we give a crap, because there's money in it. Okay, I'm not going to start supporting everything and I can tune everything and then support it to death when there's like 3 people that have, a Ford Flex EcoBoost tune. No, thank you. That's just bad business. I just got a new stock Gen 3 motor and the car has twins on it already. Fuel system enough to handle all the power. How long should I wait before I start doing watt pulls all the time? All the time. You should never do watt pulls all the time. You should do 1 or 2 as necessary. If you got a new stock one, you can go watt right away. If it has braking oil, make sure you go through an oil change and have at it. I have a situation happening with my Gen 3 car that is pretty funny, and it presented an opportunity for me to able to really hoon on that car and not give a shit what happens to it. And I'll talk about that later on in the week. Do you know if Lund will be tuning? It's just a 6 Coyote swap Camaro. I don't know. I mean, look. He has his own channel. He's a big boy. He can do it himself. The other Coyote swapped Firebird that's out there, Bondobird, he's not tuned by us. He's tuned by someone else. And I love the dude. He's a good guy. He's not a bad guy, So if he chooses someone else to tune it, good for them. Great. You saw how it is dealing with YouTubers, so it's a double-edged sword. You got to be careful. But I don't know what's happening with that. In your opinion, is there a difference in Race E? They all tune the same as... That's not what I'm asking. As you know, I run Ignite. I don't know that you run Ignite. I have no idea that you run Ignite. I don't know you I love you. I just don't remember everyone. But do you think one brand is better than the other? Just curious. Fuck me. If the pump ethanol test E85, and then I put E85 ethanol 1R on the car and go down the track, they're probably not going to make that big of a difference. It's just the purity of the ethanol 1R is better. The other 15% is like race gas and badass stuff. But in terms of performance going down the track, depending on your power level, and let's say if you're under 1,000, 85% ethanol, if tested from a pump, will perform similar to a race-oriented 85% ethanol fuel. You're a towel, says Towley. Towley's in the house. I am getting blown up. It's like everyone woke up all of a sudden. We don't support 500 amp alternators for Hyundai Veloster supply demand. Exactly. So he works for McMahon Alternator. So all of a sudden people were like, well, do you have an alternator for a insert name of vehicle here that no one gives a fuck about? No. Because then what do we have to do? We probably have to buy the vehicle. We have to do the vetting. We have to get special files. We have to really get in there and get in the nitty gritty. And then, okay, we have $35,000 into that file. And we get 2 orders a year? Why in the hell would we do that? Jason Freiberg gets it. Alex, does Lund have a version of the 79 Pinto Fireball tune? Asking for a friend. I'm still trying to sell my 13 GT500 for a Whipple. I'm still trying to sell my 13 GT500 for a Whipple 19. I've got nothing but BS offers. If you're asking like $50,000+ for it, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because now people are going, the only reason I'm going to buy a 13 GT500 is for clout. I bought mine because it was built. It was built. Like Shelby purists go, it's an auto. It's got a cage in it. It's built. It's got a big Whipple. It's got a Kenny-Built throttle body. It's not a Shelby anymore. I'm like, no, you're right. It's a fast car now. Alex, change your profile name to Alex130. I don't get it. Alex, change your profile name to Alex130. I don't get it. Alondra, what's a good setup for a Gen 3 manual? To be fun daily driver, boost or bolt on? Look, everyone that goes fully bolted on, it spends like $5,000 to $6,000. Why not just keep everything stock and throw boost at it? 10 PSI, it's going to be the most fun you'll ever had, and you're going to spend less money messing with it, and it's going to retain all stock drivability, stock driving habits. A lot of you guys go up there and go, oh, I want to bolt every single part on it, and then it gets gapped by, let's say, someone like Tony's car, who is a fully loaded car with seats, regular seats, and he's got boost in it and goes, whoop, see you later in my comfortable, cool seats, gapping your ass. That's why I think the red car is a kind of the NA build. I'm not, my dick doesn't get hard for it. I go, okay, so I'm going to go all out. I'm going to, gut it and do this stuff and go 10s NA. That's the goal. 10s NA. And then I'll put a CJ cams in it because I have it. I have access to it and see what it runs then. And then boost. Just some turbo setup. I've never had a turbo car, so I'll probably do that. Milan Bilmoria says, okay, he's talking to someone else. Totally says, that's exactly what I want out of the Shelby game. That's exactly why I want out of the Shelby game. Right. If I go to, let's say, for instance, I get really gay, right, and start shoving my dick on my ass. And then I go to a Shelby car meet. And there's a Cobra. Then there's, I'm sorry, like a real Cobra, AC Cobra. Then there's a Shelby GT350s, a bunch of GT500s. And I show up. Guys are gonna go, what a piece of shit. Yeah. The 7-second car that drove to the event, parked it, will gap everyone here. It's a piece of shit because it doesn't have the lollipop, candy stripe. It doesn't have a fake snake. It's like everyone's like, that's not a real Shelby. That's not in the Carol Shelby. Carol Shelby would be very, very disappointed in what's going on with that car. Carol Shelby likes to blow off Corvettes in the weeds.
Blowing the Corvettes off in
and
the weeds.
I understand that one can blow Corvettes off in the weeds, like really blow them off, like. And that's not a real Shelby. Real Shelbys stay true to the form, and people don't modify Shelbys because they're perfect from the factory. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Milan Billam, okay, here we go. Any word on how longer until Ben Calamer gets a Gen 3 built MTD2? Very soon. That's what I was talking about, Lex Luthor. I have received, events have happened that I can now really start beating the crap out of my Gen 3 and not care about it. And again, there's going to be transmission stuff. There's going to be forks. There's going to be badass stuff coming out. I got a clutch for it. I got a shifter for the Gen 3. But that's not going to go in. I'm going to do something else. And I'll tell you on the chat. You'll see. It'll be a whole thing. Not super badass because it's just me. But I'm going to video the car. And I'm going to be beating the snot out of it. You'll see. I'm probably going to smoke the clutch. Not on purpose. But I'm going to put more power to the car. Put race gas in it. Get it off of E85. Because E85 is not in it for power. It's for convenience. Because it only has a booster pump in. Fuel pressure drops at like 5,000 RPMs. I just cruise in that car. But now I'm going to put like a denser race fuel in it. Lower the pulley size on the Vortec. Really get after it. Do some 60 to 130 draggy stuff. Really get after it. And then, if it, I don't care if it pops or not at that point. So, and you'll see why. Shelby didn't even like Mustang, says Country Drift. No, how dare you? Hey, Alex, I found the Gen 1 Coyote to swap it to my F-150. Seller says it has a valve issues on cylinder 8. Should I even bother with it or get it rebuilt? Don't bother with it. Just find another Coyote. Find another Coyote that has no issues. You don't want to buy a Coyote with issues because he is selling you a bill. He is giving you a truck motor and probably for $1,500, you're buying a $6,000 bill. Don't buy that. Jason Freiberg says, don't forget who Panama Jack and Don Ho Hawaiian shirt. He's saying some old man references. Salvador Cortez, follow up on the previous question. Supercharger or twin turbo for daily driving or manual? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The Supercharger you'll have less time under the hood. The twin turbo, has more moving parts, but as long as it's not something too exotic, you should be fine. But in terms of drivability, that's all in the tune. Worse than purist owners are purist Terminator owners. Is there such a thing? Purist Terminator owners? You mean guys that still have the shield in front of the Supercharger snout? Oh, you don't got the shield? No, I removed the pulley and put the it's not IRS anymore? If it's not an IRS, it's not a real Cobra anymore. Oh, if it doesn't have a 10 spline input shaft, it's not a real Cobra anymore. I love those guys. SK Performance Chef. Oh, that was SK Performance Chef. How you doing, man? Dre Day says, thanks, Lex Luthor. You skipped my question 5 times. I'm sorry, Dre Day. Why don't you be a smart motherfucker and put some emojis or some dumb shit and next to your stupid question about how much power it makes so that I can notice it? See, now I noticed it, motherfucker. How about you put a bunch of these fucking things up there so that I can be like, oh, okay, I can notice this stupid question about how much power it makes and how much porting makes a difference. Why don't you do something like that, fucking slug? I love the peasant chat. Carol Shelby would fucking love section hate. No, he'd hate it. Are you going to beat my 4.7 60 to 130? 60 to 130, 4.7. You're smoking that crack if you think your car went 4.7 60 to 130. Ashton 5.0 says, excited to see the Vortec car rip, like you said. I have a Paxton car and try to watch everything I can when you post about the white car. It's going to get a 3.3 pulley and a dense race fuel and a very aggressive tune. And I'm going to beat the absolutely living shit out of it. That's next. Milan Billionaire, the likelihood of your fans failing prematurely is slim to none. The fans full run speed with the tune is a safety measure with the increase in performance. It does, but there's also, I think there's resistors and a bunch of other shit that sometimes cause the fans to act up. Not that they're, look, in the tune, we kick off the fans sooner and 100% the high temp fans. So people go, oh, I don't like how the fan sounds. I don't like how the fan sounds. Oh my God, the fan's really loud. What the? You mean your Corsa blow my asses aren't loud? Your Corsa suck my asshole out my mouth? You know, your crappy exhaust. You don't care about that. You care about the fans? Yes, they care about the fans, believe it or not. Stop talking about my Supercharger shield. 150 plus downstreams all day, day. Oh, you know, a real Cobra has a 10 spline input shaft, a shifter that makes you punch the radio on the 2-3 shift, awful brakes, rattles at every hole, handles like absolute ass, and smells weird. Like Cobras smell weird. So if you took care of any of those issues, that car's a piece of junk. So if a Cobra rolls up with a solid rear axle, 8-second car with like a Whipple or a Gen 3, Turbo 400 or a 4R70, badass Bogarts, chopping, people be like, it used to be a Cobra. I hate people like that. I fucking hate people like that. It's so bad. Will the Paxton work on the F-150? I don't know if they make brackets for the F-150. I know ProCharger does, and I know, just get a Whipple. ProCharger or Whipple, whatever. Have you watched Crack on Netflix? That shit is crazy. No, I have not. Of course, I blow my ass out. It's fan noise. Yeah, exactly. Does anyone here have long tube headers and H-pipes instead of axle back setup? I'm trying to get the headers, but I don't want to piss off my shitty ass neighbors in the morning. So you want a long tube headers and Steeda axle back. I've never heard of that setup. Alex, do you have experience with Coney active suspension? I do not. No. I take that shit out and put drag stuff in it. I want to adjust it. Active. Progressive. The more you manipulate it, the harder it gets. Like my dick. Street Scene says, I got a 15 full bolt on 47 pound injectors and a VMP BAP on a 150 shot. Will race gas allow me to spray more or no? If you're on 93 octane, it'll be safer. It'll be safer with more octane, but I don't know that the motor will like it. These cars just don't like nitrous through a plate. If it was like a fogger setup where it's like individual cylinders get its own little amount, like a Reaper kit like BBR used to have and stuff like that, I think that's better for the car in terms of nitrous distribution. But a plate system, anything over 150 to 175, it starts to puddle in areas, and I'm not a big fan. Any word when you'll be able to do an interview with Manuel? No word. I haven't even approached him. He's busy. He's busy building Texas 2K cars right now. About the last thing, I'm going to be like, hey, fool, you want to stop working and making money and get on for an hour and a half and talk shit about people and this and that? And no. No rush on that. It'll happen organically. Do you think Ford will use the Koenigsegg's free valve technology to make the Coyote physically smaller, lighter, and make more power? No, they won't do that at all. Coyote. 14 Mustang Edelbrock 2300 factory exhaust 3.5 pulley. It has closed stock gearbox, pump gas Edelbrock tune with MTD2. It made 535 wheel 6900. With a custom tune, is there power left on the table? Potentially, yeah, especially RPM. But it all depends on how much fuel you got at that high RPM. But I'm sure there's a lot more available with that setup. Hey, Alex, I'm new to the Mustang scene. Oh, welcome to the shit show, Art. I do road racing. Oh, Art, I love you. I love you. He said I do road racing. Oh man, shit. Let me finish this question. I'm sorry, Art. I don't want you to be introduced to the Mustang scene and immediately get made fun of, but that's just how it goes. Any issues I should be aware of on the MT82 on the 16 Mustang GT car would be around 5,500 to 8,000 RPMs. No, if you set up your car for road racing specifically, right, meaning you don't supercharge it, you leave it NA and you put some nice cams in it and you run, race gas or pump gas and, good quality pump gas. I don't think there's issues with the MT82 because you're not power shifting an MT82 on a road course. It's all about being smooth, being consistent. It's all about a balance. And honestly, I know so many guys that kept their Coyote stock and road race the crap out of it and have well over 100,000 miles in it. All they do is replace brakes, replace tires very often, and they just enjoy their cars because it's not highly modded. I think you're okay with that MT82, sir. Hunter Walker says, Justin SVT on YouTube is the largest Terminator purist I've seen. Look at his VMP Terminator story when he features you. He thought you could have blown the car up. Justin SVT on YouTube is the largest Terminator purist I've seen. Look at his VMP Terminator story. Even features you. He thought you could have blown the car up. I don't even know what that means. I could have blown it up how? Like made it more popular? I don't have that ability. I'm not that big. Hey, Alex, I got an 18 MTD2. Plan on throwing boost at it this year. What power level should I start experiencing transmission issues? Yeah, I experienced it bone stock because it was the fork. But I think in terms of power, it's all about clutch engagement and gear strength at that point. So anything 800 to 900, I think you're going to start looking at that trans like, bitch, you and I going to have to get familiar with each other, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Well, Fox Body Chassis, would you Coyote swap besides a Mustang, a Capri, a Thunderbird, or a Capri, a Thunderbird, or a LTD? With an 18 airbox fit on a Gen 1 car. Not a direct swap, but hey, just like everything, if it don't fit, shove it in. I have a 13 6R80 long tubes, free flowing exhaust, 18 manifold, the 85, 215 gears. The car will be staying NA. Do you think 373s would be a bad move? No, not necessarily, especially if I have a 28-inch tall tire. That's what I have in the red car, 373s, and pretty much everything you mentioned there. Sunday morning, Alex cracking himself up is the best. Wrong channel, says Monty 540. Rest in peace, Art. Here we go. Poor guy. Oh, man. Road racing for the motherfucking win. Alex, thinking queer road racer. If he only knew about the last couple of chats where I just went off on that. Gonna pick up a draggy and what should my MTD219 Whipple Gen 5 car run with pump gas 3.8 pulley? 790 or 780, depending if you got good weather and grip. 790, 780. Do you think RS3 is a good platform? The Roush RS3 or the Audi RS3? The Roush Mustang RS3 15 to 17, yes. The Audi RS3, yes. I just don't know which generations because I'm not up on that at all. They seem to be quick though. I'm considering getting Lund to tune my 16 F-150 EcoBoost. I told my 12 GT, but that is about it. Is it worth it in your opinion? If all you do is tow the car, leave that bitch stock. It's a tow truck, dude. It's a tow truck. Just leave it stock. Art Schleckenberg. If only Art knew the backstory of the backstory of the whole road racing stuff, he would have been like, oh man, screw this channel. He would have never asked that question. Alex, 18 auto, basically stock, looking for boost, daily drive, and beat up on Hellcat in town. I've always liked Sentry blowers, but seems like you don't like them. Which blower do you suggest? Swaggy T, I have a Vortec in my 19. I like them very much. They're very good. But if you want power now, a TVS or a Whipple is the way to go. Fairmont playlist. Oh, shit. says Fairmont playlist. And it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Okay. Went to your Fairmont playlist to model my SN rear suspension after your Fairmont, but all I found was yoga instructor at the chiropractor. Not mad. I'll do that. I'll put a Fairmont playlist up so that when you go to my channel, I will put all the Fairmont videos in one. The suspension setup hasn't really been talked about by all that much, but I'll do my best to get you all the content in one playlist. So all you go is boom, playlist, and I'll do a red car, black car, Fairmont, section 8, and white car playlist. I'll try, dude. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Guy Mark Steinfield says, "Where's the disco ball?" DLP 2600 says, "Another channel continues to put ridiculous exhaust on his cars, then jumps up and down and have the loudest Mustang." Yeah. Gotta help anybody that mentions road racing to Alex. Ari Lee says, 2.9 Whipple on pump gas, Gen 2 Coyote, what gap on plugs? 28,000. If it's 28,000, it's a nice place to start if it's like a 10 PSI. When in doubt, gap it down. When in doubt, bring the gap down tighter. If it's misfiring or breaking up top, gap it tighter. Art says to DLP, dude, he needs a lot of seat time in that car, hops all over the place. He does not know how to drive. Okay, I don't know who he's talking about. Oh, about the other Mustang channel. But seriously, I watch your videos and haven't seen what axle shafts you're running in the Fairmont. Axle shafts? It's got strange 33 spline axles, 9-inch ends, spool, and strange brakes in the back. It's got big boy stuff back there. James Volker says, but seriously, I watch your videos and haven't seen what axle. Already got that. What's your opinion on Coyote Swap Gran Torino? That would be so cool. But it's a big car, isn't it? And how much does it weigh? Not that it's 4,000 pounds. It's not Hellcat heavy, but it's a big car. And in my opinion, that car with a Coyote Swap would be cool, but it needs like grunt down low to get going. But I think that'd be super cool. I love Gran Torinos. Good morning, Bicho, says Honey Badger Shoots. PT says 13 balls 302. Would you go for a Whipple on pump gas for now? Or a Paxton 85 Paxton 85 equipped car? Both setups about the same price, but the Sentries can have issues in a manual. What in the? I know. He said, I know the Sentries can have issues in a manual. What issues? I don't know what you're talking about, PT. I've never heard of any manual having, I haven't heard of any manual centrifugal cars having issues, ever. Grabber Coyote says, what's up, Alex? You have some badass builds on your channel. I'm lucky. Look, fuck that. I'm not lucky. Bullshit. I work my ass off for the shit I got. No one gave me shit. So I had to, bust my ass to get it. But I appreciate the props. It's been a long fucking road. Michael Len says, the guy road racing, get a good shifter, Barton Hybrid 3, and you'll get lockout. The guy road racing, get a good shifter, Barton Hybrid 3, you will get lockout. Okay, I don't know what that means. Is he saying you'll get lockout with a hybrid 3, or does he say get a hybrid 3 or else you'll get lockout? That's context. I was searching midget wrestling and found this instead. Way more entertaining and educational. Thank you, sir. T. Heltzler. Don't forget to bring a towel, says Towley. Towley reminds everyone to stay dry. Have you ever been too dry? I love Towley. Would you recommend sending out the injectors for cleaning before tuning for 85? And if yes, which shop? You can go to FIC, send them to FIC, send them to Havoc Speed in Riviera Beach, Florida, or FIC over in like Fort Pierce or wherever they're at. Alex, not ready for that too high power road racing. I love road racing, but to be honest with you, I don't care. It beats up your car way too much. The only way I would get into road racing is I'd get a Coyote that I didn't care that much about, and it'd be bone stock. Like a black S197. Just an ugly black S197 with no mods. Do a little bit of suspension work and go road racing with it. Or actually, I have the ability to purchase a Ecoboost Mustang rolling chassis. And I thought, man, that'd be a cool road race car, and put a Coyote in it. But then I'm like, then what? Then you're $15,000 into a car that you don't really care about. I don't know, not my thing. Hey, Alex, what mods do you think it would take to take a stock 2012 GT to be able to beat a full bolt-on 17 Scat Pack, which is what, an low 11 second car? So 2012 GT, you're going to need a Cobra Jet, you're going to need weight reduction, you're going to need clutches, you're going to need cams, you're going to need E85, you're going to need long tube headers, you're going to need 373s, and a 28-inch tall tire. And that should make a 10-second stick car. I literally gave you the recipe right there. Comp Cam Stage 3s, CJ, Ford Racing Cold Air, or any Cold Air. Twin 65 throttle body, long tube headers like ARHs, Cooks, whatever. Aluminum drive shaft, 28-inch tall tires, 373s, dump the exhaust for weight reduction, or some nice GT500 axle backs. Get the car light, and Mantic or McLeod clutch, and you should be okay. You should be able to beat those cars, no problem. That's what Jeremiah Camp had. Where do you get E85 in Florida? All up and down the turnpike, and most of the race. What's the name of that fucking gas station? Oh my god, I can't remember. Race something. The gas station that literally says race. Racetrack. I'm so stupid. Racetrack gas stations. Most. Have you ever tuned a Gen 3 2.1 Coyote? Yes. No problem. Because it basically tunes like a Gen 1. It just makes more power. There's nothing exotic that has to happen. Gotham City 54 Way says 12 Roush RS3 looking for a simple clean build to make 800 drivable. You better build that bottom end. Get a Gen 2 bottom end, in my opinion. Get a Gen 2 bottom end or a Gen 2 short block or long block with your Gen 1 timing components, and then boost it to death with the 85, and it should make 800 no problem. Have you ever tuned it? I already got that. Thank you, sir. Michael, would you recommend sending the E? I already got that. Yes, I already told them to send them out to FIC or to Havoc Speed. Brickle Agueta. Hey, Alex, thanks for the tune. It drives much better than before. Quick question. How many gallons does it take to empty the fuel pump line at the station? I know there's still 87 or 89 in the lines. How many gallons does it take to empty the fuel pump at the gas station? What the fuck's he talking about? How many gallons does it take to empty the fuel pump line at the gas station? I know there is still 87 or 89 in the lines. What? Wait. Uh-oh. Oh, this is where I can get way into the weeds. I'm blowing Corvettes off in the weeds. Do you mean the pump at the gas station that has one pump and then you select 88, 89, or 93? Or do you mean the lines in the car? I don't know. Let me know. Brick Isle. Does Lon provide the Ghost Cam tune or burble tunes with free-flowing exhaust? I know it's gay, but I need it. The Ghost Cam tune, but we don't do burble tunes. That's really gay. Do you have a P.O. box? I don't, JB, but if you want to send anything, you send it to Power by the Hour, care of Alejandro Flores, 124 Lindy Lane, Suite A, West Palm Beach, Florida, 33406. Google Power by the Hour. If you want to send me stuff there, send me stuff there. Yeah, exactly, Jeremiah Bright. Isn't the other, he means on the pump island. Yeah, the E85 should have its own dedicated pump. So I don't know. That's why, again, Jeremiah, that's why the question blows my mind. I went, what? Alex, what's your preference on a Gen 2 or GT350? A Gen 2 or GT350, it depends on the application. I love Gen 2 Mustangs because you can mod them, make 1,000, make 800, make whatever the hell you want to do and do whatever you want to do. The GT350, to me, should always be a triathlete. It should always be a car that, accelerates well, stops well, turns well. It should never be a drag car, in my opinion. So it all depends on what you want to do. A 350 with a Whipple, or now they're starting to put TVSs in them. Finally, VMP started, making kits for those cars and making throttle bodies. I think the electronics are specific for that car. I think that car is a great accelerating car. Stopping and turning, when it comes to drag racing, I would not really have at it. I wouldn't drag race that car. Who the hell's hitting me up? Drive it more. Laughing my ass off. Alex, guest on 60 to 130 on your Century car. It only went like 770, I think, right? Because remember, fuel pressure was dropping on the 85, and I'm like, I'll do it just to show you guys. And fuel pressure dropped to like 30 PSI. I'm like, oh my God, it was a nice cold air. But now it's really brisk out there, and I don't dare go wide open throttle in that car. Now it will blow up. It will blow up if I try to go watt and go well into 6,000 to 7,000 RPM. So I'm just gingerly driving it around, get low on that tank of fuel, E85, and then I'm going to throw like a denser fuel in it, whether it's Q16 or C16 or whatever, something with a 14.0 or 14.7 stoic, and then tune it, throw 22 degrees at it, 3.3 pulley, and see how long it lives. Gran Torino is a 31 to 3,600 pound car. Not bad. Okay, the Coyote will work real well in it, in my opinion. Yes, a YouTuber bought, again, you guys are basically promoting that guy. You're promoting stupid stuff. You're saying, yeah, some YouTuber bought $100,000. And I'm like, you're promoting it. You're promoting it. Shut up. To send this 18-inch rubber bicho to PBH, address to Alejandro. Got it. Yeah, you send an 18-inch rubber bicho, you better have your return address in it, and I'm going to send you a glitter bomb or a bag of dicks. PT, just have your knock sensors desensitized or have Lund make them less intrusive, says so he's talking to who? PT? What did PT say? KT526 in the house. See about that section on Alex stuff. Thank you very much. How come you're not a moderator here? Did you get removed? I thought you were a moderator here too. No, you're a moderator on the other one, I think. I thought she was a moderator here. The gas pump. The gas pump, says Fast Rider. The gas pump? If you have a gas pump that shares E85 and pump gas in a common pump, don't get fuel at that pump. Oh my God, crazy. PT, I was referring to the false knock issues on the manual cars with the Sentries. If you have high octane fuel, like E85 or something like that, we can desensitize them or make them less intrusive if the guy was right. Any new news on what's next after the N gauges are all gone, or should I grab one now possible? I don't know. Look, SET still around, so if you want to get, reassurance, I guess you can get an SET. As far as I know, we're going to try to support the N gauge as long as we can, but again, we do not own that company. We don't have a say. Wow, I'm shiny. This thing is super shiny. Like it's sunny because I'm in Florida and it's 81 degrees outside. Oh, there we go. A little less light. It was shiny. The side of my head's all shiny. El pelón de microphone cut. EJ Batchy says, a YouTuber, stop it. Exactly. People hate watching other guys destroy their stuff. People love it. There's a whole channel with a kid with that. That's all he does. He puts, concrete on the back and stuff and blows it up. And you guys go, wow, how much concrete will this one take? And I'm like, oh, good for him. He's laughing all the way to the bank. All the way to the bank. I like N gauges better than SCT. Me too. They log better. They flash better. They do everything better. But, homeboy just said, man, I'm gonna dip out. Tali says, what happened to the older blue Fairmont you had? I never had an older blue Fairmont. Ever. 81 degrees is brisk. Exactly. It's a brisk 81 degrees. It's beautiful. Well, yesterday was the most perfect day. It was a nice breezy day. 81 degrees. I could have gone to the beach, but I had a bunch of stuff to do. I had to get my red car back because I'm going to do the suspension work myself. And the mechanic came down with COVID, so I'm like, all right, leave my car outside. I'll pick it up. Because I can't wait 2 weeks for a car. And I'm going to try to do the suspension work myself, which then I have to find a space to do the work myself. So, be on the lookout for that. I'm going to update you guys on stuff that I'm doing on the background to make sure I have space to do what I want to do. Too early, Beach Up. Picked up my N gauge a couple of days ago. That one guy says, facts. It's Brick City in New York. All right, you should be good then. I have all the same mods myself. Oil and transcooler should be next, depending on what type of oil. Okay, so they're talking to each other. Maverick's been gone about a year. 17 degrees in Canada today. Fuck my life. I'm not sorry for you. You guys want to live up there. You entrench yourself up there. You say, well, I was raised up here. And then you complain about emissions. You complain about the politics. You complain. I got the fuck out of Massachusetts. Yes, it took a while, but I got the fuck out of Massachusetts. Jared Wells, has Lund talked about their own device to no way. There is a lot of politics behind making your own device. You want to get people looking at you a certain way? Make your own device. Coyote swap Pinto with twins coming soon. Fuck no. Jesus. This is stupid. Why would you Coyote swap a Pinto? Jesus. Mid-60s here in Texas. What will you guys be moving to after the N gauge? HP tuners or Cobb? Not Cobb. HP tuners might be an option, but we need to work on the data logging stuff. It's a little clunky. We like certain things to to work a certain way for remote tuning. I have myself an MPVI 2 that I'll be playing with, and I've had it for over a year. Just haven't had the need to use it. But I don't think we'll be moving to anything. Okay, we support Engage and we support SCT nonstop. If we start supporting this setup, it has to kind of jive with the way we do things. You know what I mean? So it has to be fast. It has to be quick. The logging has to be easy because you guys are pretty retarded. So we're working a whole bunch of stuff in the background. We're not just like laying back in the cut going, well, we're screwed now. No, we're working on a whole bunch of stuff. Seniors out there busting his ass, making sure that whatever device becomes available, readily available for a lot of people, that we can support. Recommended manifold for Paxton 12GT. Currently CJ, but plan on selling it when I get the Paxton kit. An 18 manifold or Boss manifold to do well. I want to say thank you, Patrick Lynch. Lund Senior is going to help out with my broken Engage touch sensor. Lund Racing earned a lifelong customer. I think he might, you know what he's going to do? He's going to probably hook you up because we don't have a lot. We don't have replacement parts. We're not the manufacturer. But the fact that he was able to hook you up because you have a busted one, man, that means he's sacrificing one of his personal ones probably for you. So big props to him. Same reason you, Coyote, swapped your Fairmont, bitch. Okay, a Pinto. You're comparing a Pinto to a Fairmont. Okay. Oh, the Fairmont sucked. Meanwhile, it's becoming the most popular car out there to modify. How many Coyote swap Pintos do you see out there? It's a piece of shit. It's ugly. It's dumb. But the Fairmont, people are like, it's a wagon. There's a wagon. There's a Ranchero version. There's a bunch of cool, different, crazy colors, and it's a Fox body. You're comparing that to a Pinto? Get the fuck out of my channel. Have you ever seen a bad PCM not read an O2 sensor before? No. Adelante de ti? No. Adelante de ti, that means in front of you in Spanish. Very nice. Football is gay as fuck. Okay. Everyone's watching the games tonight. By the way, did you see your boy Conor get his... I like Conor McGregor, you know. I'm not a fan of his. I'm not a psychopath. I'm not going to be, oh, he's the best. No. He has flaws in his game. And yesterday they were exposed hardcore, but he was out of fighting for a while, so he'll get back into it and he'll do fine. But in my opinion, he's not elite anymore. You know, once Khabib got rid of him and Nate Diaz beat him, he is not elite. He's not elite. He is a very good fighter and made a bunch of money and talks all the shit. Right now, Logan Paul is looking at McGregor going, get this, get some of this. And you know what? If I was McGregor, I would say, okay, let's get some. And he should smoke him. But Logan Paul's a big dude. If Logan Paul lands one, it might be a problem. So you better make it an MMA fight, not a boxing fight, because I don't think McGregor has boxing skills. And not that I'm saying Logan's better, but Logan has knockout power, apparently. I'd be careful. 33 and sewing in Indiana. Congratulations on living in Indiana. Why in the hell would you want to live in that place? Oh my God, you psycho. Okay. Alex, your videos have helped me a ton on my build. Thanks. Thanks for the channel and keep up the good work. Thank you, Joseph Snyder. I appreciate you very much. Would you guys be able to buy the patent on the N-Gauge and have someone manufacture it? Art, you are talking way above my pay grade. That's something that we probably would not even want to do. The thing is, okay, it's not just the N-Gauge itself. There's everything behind it. Intellectual property, there's software involved. It's not just like, oh, here it is, I put it in it. No, there's so much behind it. Like a lot of people think, oh, I could copy the SCT internals and make my own. Okay, how will it checksum? How will it flash? There's a lot of shit in the background that needs to happen aside from just a gauge. Lead Slug says, Alex, you run stock spark plugs on your wide car or 6510s? Same vortex setup as yours, but 3.12 pulley, E85 and fuel system. Woof, that thing must be making like 900. 6510s. Your car should be running probably some Denzos, because man, that's a lot of steam. So I think 6510s is good up for like 800, 850, but you're making big boy power, so I would get some Denzos. Good fight. I knew Dustin would win. He's on fire. Kenny G says, I know you say ask an engine builder, but I just want to see if you know what's needed to get a Roadrunner Gen 2 to 12-1. Can you just swap the short block, or is it more to it? Can it be a 93? What the fuck? Oh. Let me read that again. because I'm blown away by this. I know you say ask an engine builder, but I just want to see if you know what's needed to get a Roadrunner or a Gen 2 to 12-to-1 compression. Can you just swap the short block, or is it more to it? Can it be on 93 it done? Indiana is a strong red state and has friendly farmers' daughters. Okay. He's definitely taking the 50 mil now that the check might be a little short now. Exactly. He better take that money, because after that, he shouldn't be fighting in the MMA anymore. Anyone viable anyway. They're not going to give him tune-up fights. Oof. Hey, Alex, would you recommend a 18 stock cold air on a 15 GT versus an air-raid closed air box? Would I need a retune for the 18 box, right? Yes, you would need an 18 tune. For the air box, correct, because it's a different diameter. Whew. Man. Gap those, Michael Len says, gap those 6510s to at least 28. Hell no, 25. I have mine at 25. Reading that gave me brain damage, Patrick Lynch. Dude. He wants a Roadrunner to make 12-to-1 compression. Swap out the short block? The fuck they did that? Unreal. Read it again, Alex. I might have to read it again. I might have to make it into my description. I'm gonna let me go here. Okay. So Kenny G probably has the most mind-blowing comment I've ever read, right? So I'm gonna put it up here. Okay, so I'm gonna copy it. Copy. So let's see. I'm gonna highlight it here because this one just. Oh, it's too much, too many characters. So, I know you say, ask a tuner. I know you say, ask an engine builder, but just want to see if you know what's need to get a Roadrunner or Gen 2 to 12-to-1. Can you just swap the short block, or is it more to it? Can it be on 93? It done. Oh man, God. I don't even know. I can't make fun of it. It's so. It's like playing basketball with a retarded person and calling double dribble or travel on him. Hey, you traveled. Hey, you double dribble. It's just, we're good, buddy. Kenny G says, fuck life. Can it be it on 93? It done? Making a t-shirt. Hey, Vinyl Freaks and Company, you need to make that sentence. Vinyl Freaks and Company, if you see the replay on the live chat, I'm going to post it again. This needs to be put on the back of a shirt. Just cause. Because it's wonderful. It's just wonderful. It's unreal. Read it as if a cholo and it sounds better. I know you say ask an engine builder, but I just want to see if you know what's need to go Roadrunner Gen 2 to 12-to-1. Can you just swap it, the short block, or is it more to it? Can it be on 93? It done? Yay! Kenny G, you smoking that shit, bitch. Yo. Read it. This is Jason Friedberg said, this just made my Sunday. Ask if he voted for Biden. What's wrong with Biden? Do you think Trump is better? Just trying to be different. It's already tubbed with the cage 9-inch step. Are you talking about the Pinto still? Are you talking about the Pinto still? Get the fuck out of here with that Pinto. I love it when someone says stupid shit and Alex goes, love ya, you're retarded, love ya. I say that because I do love the guys here. But do you think as he was typing that question, he goes, oh man, I got a question no one ever asked because I want to know how to make a Roadrunner 12-to-1. Do you got to swap the short block? So it stops becoming a Roadrunner? What? No. Hold on, you don't get it. Kenny Gonzalez, Kenny G. No, no hold, you don't get it, man. I got a Roadrunner now, but I want to get it to 93, it done to 12 to 1. So do I have to then swap the short block? Sir, reading it like that actually makes sense, said Jared Wells. Poured out the block, bro. Yeah, poured out the block. Poured out the block, Eric Gonzalez. Kenny Gonzalez. I'm asking, can you swap a Gen 3 block in, or is it just rods and pistons? Would you look at that? That's not what you asked. You asked how to make a Roadrunner or a Gen 2 12 to 1. That's what you said. You said, how can I make a Roadrunner or a Gen 2? We're talking about motors, 12 to 1. You didn't say, can I take a Gen 3 short block and put it in a Gen 2 car or a Boss 302? Wow. We talked about on the dating channel private schools versus public schools. This is a good example. Kenny G, that answer to your question is an ask an engine builder. Donnie says, haha. He asked again. Yeah, Kenny G, you need longer rods. Yeah, so okay. So the compression ratio is directly correlated to the length of the rods. So let's say your rods are, I don't know, let's just say for an example, 4 inches. Well, you want to make them, and that's an 11 to 1. So you need to add an inch so it could become 12 to 1. So if you have 4-inch rods, you need 5-inch rods to make it go from 11 to 1 to 12 to 1. That question was saying, can I turn my girlfriend into someone else or just swap her for a new one? Hey, I got Clarice here and I want her to have double D's. I want her to be 5'10", or should I just swap it out for another one? I want to make my current girlfriend someone different. How do I do that? When you try to make your question sophisticated and end up looking like a dumbass, fuck you and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh. Exactly. Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, the best clip ever. I'm just going to do it on YouTube instead of having it on the soundboard. I'll just use
Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Fucking idiot.
Hey, can I make a 12 to 1 Coyote? I have a Roadrunner. Can I make a 11 to 1? Can I make a Gen 2 or a Roadrunner 12 to 1?
Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot. I'm definitely enrolling in my son in private school. At this point, after seeing what you see here, you have to enroll your kid into private schools. King Yodi says, I'll pass the bong since you dropped yours. Gen 3 swap Boss 302 would cause a lot of butt hurt. Pinto. Donnie cheers. Oh my God, tell him to shave head and watch it smoke your pod and trying to figure out that you're talking about. Okay, I'm definitely enrolling my kid. I've got a 12-inch rod. That's rocket science. And burst all your valves doing it. No, it's all good, bro. It's all good. That compression, that extra inch, 11 to 1, 12 to 1. Swap the girlfriend out for a new one. Peasant question of the week. Coming at you. Peasant question of the week. I have a Roadrunner, and how do I make it another motor? Okay. I got it. Okay, no. Listen. Oh, coño. Listen, man, give me another modelo, man. Listen, I got a Roadrunner, but I really like how the 2JZ sounds. Is it as simple as eliminating 2 pistons, or should I shove a 2JZ under it? So you have a Roadrunner and you want to make it a 2JZ? Yeah. Okay, so what? Can you tune my 06 MX-5 with a Ford Fusion 2.5 swapped in it? Fuck no. I don't even know. Kenny G says, thanks for the answer. And he's crying. Alex, the Mexican voice is hilarious. It's like the truth. Put some Viagra in your oil and the rods will get longer. Boom, more compression. He means Tuesday. Can we add Kenny G's question to the soundboard? If I had, one of these days, I'm just going to lock myself in this room and just make a bunch of sounds. And I'm just going to make the soundboard full of just dumb shit. But man, that requires time, effort, and I got a lot of shit to do. But this is where I need someone else to do it, but they got to be in my head. And if they're not in my head, it's not going to happen. I swapped all my LS channels for this one. Okay, awesome. Yes, cylinder deactivation. Balls and wieners. How high of an RPM? Are you comfortable with twisting the Gen 3 with a CJ cams and 85 with the Calamar MT82? 8100, 8200, send that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? I've not been chatting much today, but damn, this is funny. This is why it's called the Peasant Chat. All I have to do, you guys provide the content. I just have to just read the questions. Is that the Donnie that gapped Alex in the gray car? And then I gapped him. Now, Donnie goes by Donnie Renfro. He goes, I can't fucking breathe. This Peasant Chat is one of the best yet. When will Ford officially introduce the 6.8? 60 Mustang GT threw a code P300 at watts, 6,500 to 7,000 RPMs. Only occurred after the flex tune. I have free-flowing exhaust with no revision due to Cali. I have a free-flowing exhaust with no revision due to Cali. Can it beat the tune or free-flowing exhaust? Leo, we're going to have to see a data log. I can't answer that question off the top of my head. I'm not that Donnie. No, Donnie, I like how people are like, oh, yeah, we were 2-2 on that race, right? It was funny. That car was making like 800, and I was making 710 or something like that. But once I put slicks in the car, it was a closer race than any of us thought it would have been. Why do old men drive Dodge trucks? They're cheaper. They're cheaper. I think a Dodge truck is a good truck to buy if you're only going to keep it for 2 years, and then you can get rid of it. That's when it starts having issues. Patty Pat says, "Cuz I'm ate the fuck up, so I can get you some weird sounds. So I can get you some weird sounds. I'm ate the fuck up, so I can get you some weird sounds." Okay. Is it me or does any question read in Cholo instantly become funny? I got to do it one more. I got to read it. Let me just copy paste it because it blows my mind. I know you say ask an engine builder, but just want to see if you know what's need to get a Roadrunner or Gen 2 to 12-1. Can you just swap the short block or is it more to it? Can it be on 93? It done. Can someone clip that, please, and send it to my Instagram? Clip that, please, and send it to my Instagram. And then I'm going to say peasant quote of the week. Chop that up, please. I love you. I love you. I love you. Send it to my Instagram. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Because that's how I do it. That's how I do it. Going out on a coffee date at 12. Hopefully goes good. Jared Wells, have at it, brother. Have at it. I had a date lined up, and Venezuelan chicks are fucked up. Venezuelan chicks are like super retarded. Like they don't live like on this planet. They live in their head. And I'm like, get out of my face. Just get out of my face. I need to go out with a white girl. White girl. Holy shit. King Yodi. It done. Like he typed that, must have read it. And then I'm like, let me see what Google, let me see if Google translates that into some dumb shit. I got 15 minutes left, so let me see. Translate. Okay, so let me see what she does. Enter text in English. No, we're going to go English to Spanish. English to Spanish. Enter text. Okay, let me copy paste it again. Okay, here we go. I know you say ask an engine builder, but just want to see if you know what's need to get a Roadrunner to Gen 2 12-1. Can you just swap the short block or is it more to it? Can it be on 93 it done? In Spanish. No. Okay, where's the Spanish translation? Okay, here we go. This is a Spanish. I think he probably put it in Spanish. Here we go.
Sé que dices preguntar al fabricante del motor, pero solo quiero ver si sabes lo que se necesita para conseguir un correcaminos de Gen 2 12-1. Puedes simplemente cambiar el bloque corto o es más, puede estar en 93.
I guarantee used Spanish. I guarantee he used the I guarantee this motherfucker's first language is not English. It sort of makes sense on Google Translate. Shit. Oh shit! Oh, I love it. I love it. Kenny's like, I'm not. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay. Alex, I have an 18 auto GT Garage says, Alex, I have an 18 auto GT 85 long tube free flowing exhaust, currently running a 28.4 inch tire. Should I stay with this setup or swap to 355 gears? The car will mostly see rolls and occasional track dings. 28.4 inch tire, 315 gears auto, stay on that tire. If it's gonna see rolls, so, okay, so a 331 or a 355 car is going to get out. But I think the 315 at the way top, if you guys do like 150 mile an hour rolls, I think the 315s will be better in the long run. Some guy actually, clipped it and sent it to me. I love my fans. They're great. They're great people, man. Oh, man. My question about ambient and air intake and free flowing exhaust and seeing if there's a new tune for a seat swap. Just got more educated. Thanks, Kenny G. Harbor Freight is having a sale on chrome 24 millimeter wrenches. Hey, are they smooth? Oh my God, I'm dead. Here we go. Someone clipped it. Oh no, he did it on the phone.
Sé que dices preguntar al fabricante del motor, pero solo quiero ver si sabes lo que se necesita para conseguir un correcaminos de Gen 212 a 1. Puedes simplemente cambiar el bloque corto o es más, puede estar en 93.
Oh shit, they clipped it. I love you guys. You guys are the best. All right, I got about 10 minutes left, so it don't matter. Just keep talking shit. Good morning, says Coyote Kelly. You missed a good one. Jason Friedberg says, are you still house shopping or did you find something? No, Jason Friedberg. The housing market here, I believe, is in a bubble. I think there's a bubble, and I don't want to enter the bubble. I'm going to wait till the bubble bursts, and then I'll start looking. Went to Harbor Freight yesterday to get a 24 millimeter inch wrench, and some YouTube chick bought the last one. Kenny G has left the chat. No, he's still here. He's good. I think he could take it. Alex, that clip is in that Spanish translation. Alex, that clip is the Spanish translation. Yes, it is. I like it. Sounds like the ribbed 24s. Kenny G versus Kevin Von Races in the finals. And then Lady T Johnson in the semis. Fat Fingers in public school. Lifetime warranty. So if you don't get the 24 millimeter inch wrench joke, look at my last Tuesday live stream. That was legit. I have it up as a featured video on the beginning of the page, the channel, the main channel. So basically, YouTubers shoving wrenches in their twat is the new thing. I'm wondering when Mustang Lifestyle is going to shove a torque wrench up his butt. Well, I need to build it. Whoa, beep. Those beeping ones that tell you when you've reached your torque limit. Beep. Oh, man. Hey, Alex, what are your thoughts on It's Just a 6 Coyote swapping a 67 Camaro? It's been done. Look, Bondo Bird's my dude, right? If you go to Instagram and you follow Bondo Bird, he is a machinist for Whipple. I think he actually is a CNC machinist at Whipple Superchargers. Good guy, talk all the time. Normal guy. Josh Godinez. So here we go. Bondo Bird at Bondo Bird. He already did this. It's not going to be like, the first time anyone ever did this. So follow at Bondo Bird. Give him a follow. He has 4,049 followers, and he has a Coyote swapped Firebird. Look at this. Coyote swapped Firebird. And ooh. What's that meme where Homer Simpson is like, when I hear someone in the background miss the 1-2 shift? Ooh, that 1-2 shift, bro. It's the clutch. What are these thoughts? I think it's cool. It's just a 6. Obviously has the money to do it. Again, if I'm going to give It's Just a 6 some real nice advice, free advice even. Listen to me. Oh, where are you? Oh, shit. I got the wrong monitor up. If you want that swap to go easy, contact Power by the Hour. I understand people are probably throwing parts at you, Quick 6 and Motec. If you want that swap to go well, contact Power by the Hour. That's all I'm going to say. If he doesn't do that, I know that swap is going to be another year down the road. Oh my God, the chat went crazy. Such a Sicko says, you shouldn't have seen the vid Mustang lifestyle made when some jarhead brought his old Termy rip to that Cobra. What are the what are the two mods, S550 under 1,000 to get it just a bit quicker? Or are those little mods even worth it? Manifold, intake manifold, and free flowing exhaust seems to be the ticket. Would I gain more horsepower if I port my exhaust and shove a 24mm wrench in my exhaust tip? I was in an F-body page and he posted it and people went insane. Exactly. Insert the oof sound when they've missed that one too. Oof, oof. Jordan Fed Fastest says, threesome with Stang mode, Mustang lifestyle, and Xander 13 all over the cross wrench. Jordan Fed Fastest, thank you very much. That made me laugh. It's very good. No to the Godzilla on boost, made 1500. Get it right. PBH for the win. Exactly. Look, if you're swapping a Coyote into anything, because it doesn't matter what you're swapping it into. It doesn't matter what you're swapping it into. Oh, it's going to be the first Coyote swapped Camaro. Yes and no, because Bondo Bird has that title. But if you want the swap to go easy, brackets, control pack, tuning, you can choose whoever the hell you want to tune it. You know, actually, I don't see an upside. But if you want us to tune it, we'll be more than happy to tune it. But you got to use power by the hour stuff. And you got to listen to what they got to do. And don't get exotic. Don't get exotic. Don't get exotic. Don't get exotic. Keep it simple. Coyote Swap should have a known blower, known injector, known transmission, known everything. Once you start getting exotic, that's when the project takes 5 years. Utah County Pizza, Picasso's page. Utah County Pizza. I said pizza. Utah County Picasso's page. YOLO tells the truth. Jared Wells says, I'm coming for the truth, and Alex speaks. Michael N says, yeah, 1500 and kaboom. Omar Al-Shalami, your thoughts on Camaro Med 1000 what? Oh, wait, no, sorry. Your thoughts on Camaro SS 17 Auto. Honestly, I don't have any thoughts on it. I haven't driven one, so I can't really speak on it. I know that the latest Camaros are actually really quick, naturally aspirated, and I think they have a 10 or 80 in them too. So those cars are nothing to sneeze at. They get down. So, but I don't know much about them, and I wouldn't be caught dead in one because I think they're ugly as sin. You should start taking video submission questions for these live streams. What is your thoughts on the Quick 6 for the 6R80? I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it, honestly. If you want to manually shift the Quick 6, you go, you know, let's say it has a select shift option where you select the gear manually. It seems to work okay. The moment you try to let it shift automatically and go wide open throttle in a high horsepower application, that's where I've seen issues. Oh my God, everyone's sending video. What's this video? He sent the video.
I gotta do it one more. I gotta read it. Let me just.
Okay, good. He sent me it. My man, I love you, bro. He sent me the actual thing. So how do I send it to myself? I'll send it to myself later on. But thank you. Appreciate you guys clipping that. Are N-Gauge interchangeable with different timers? Are N-Gauges interchangeable with different timers? Not only did he get two letters wrong, like tuners. So T-U-T-I. Okay, I guess the U and the I and the N and the M are really close. But he got the T, the E, the R, and the S right. So I don't understand how he did that. But okay, the N-Gauge, if it's an HP Tuners version, any tuner that supports HP Tuners will do that. We do not make tunes for the HP Tuners N-Gauge. Lund Racing, once you turn over to our firmware, now it locks you into a Lund Racing tune only. Just know that ahead of time. Cheap ass crowd today. All these dumbass questions and no one's coughing up Fed. No, I turned off this is called the Peasant Chat. So I turned off the paid. I don't want to get paid today in terms of super chats. So Tuesdays, I turn them back on, and typically people that pay have a slightly better question. Push-in clutch. Yeah, no lift shift MTD2, kaboom. I have a 92 swap Fox, seeing what you think it will run in the quarter. Eventually, free-flowing exhaust, boss manifold, ambient air intake, 3650 trans, 355 gears, full interior. Full interior, seeing 1140, 1150. It's a good time. Someone already did a bug. It was for sale a while back. Oh, a bug, a Coyote swap bug. Someone already got that. When you hear that chair squeak, you know shit's about. Yeah, this chair, I got to replace it. Because I go. Yeah. I got to get rid of this chair, though. I do that so often that it's just worn out, the hinges. Could you tune a 3.7 V6 and a Lincoln MKZ all-wheel drive? We probably could, but again, you'd be the first, and we're not going to go out of our way to vet a tune on that vehicle and try to like refine it because you'd be the first, and it's just not something that we're looking to invest in. Is Mano going to do a show? I don't know. Again, I'd ask, but I'm not going to ask him right now. He's too busy with Texas 2K stuff, but I need to be ready. Because that's going to be an insane show if Manuel Gomez decides to do a show, because I'm going to let him do his thing. I'm not going to censor him. I'm not going to tell him not to talk shit. I'm just going to go, so hello, is there anything you'd like to say? And just let him go on about shit. And I'm going to be like, all right. Homie getting so famous, he got to do 2 streams, one for ball and one for us broke asses. I mean, it helps. I'm not getting too famous that I ignore the broke asses. This probably gets more views than the other ones because some of the questions are so retarded. They're great. Welcome to the Broken English Peasant Chat Sunday. Any VMAX window shopping? Let's take a quick look online. Nah, we're good. I don't want to get too off kilter because the moment I start looking at VMAXs, I'm going to want to buy them. So I am concentrating on getting situated somewhere that I could do work on the cars myself and film that. That's the next step because I just don't trust anybody in Florida anymore. I'm done. So, all right, guys, it's been an hour and a half. We're done. Thanks, everyone. And thank you, Kenny. I think it's Kenny G. Was it Kenny G? Mr. Gonzalez for the best question, the Peasant Chat comment of the week. It was wonderful. I love it. And it'll probably make all the Instagram clips once I get off the show here. So for those of you that watch this channel, Tuesday will be the regular paid stream. I'm going to try to get some video up, but honestly, it's been real tough because the red car was supposed to get some suspension work done, but that didn't happen. The white car, I'm going to pulley down and get some race gas in it and get you content on that probably next week, sometime sprinkled in. But for those of you that watch the channel, Tuesday, I'll be on live talking about, a little bit of everything and see what happens between now and Tuesday. And we'll talk about that. And I'll have subject matter on that show. I give you a 15-minute or so, soliloquy of what I want to talk about, and then it just devolves into bullshit. But guys, enjoy football Sunday. For those of you that like football, enjoy the games today. I'm going to go out there. It's 81 degrees. I'm going to go out there, go for a cruise, get some 85, get some food, maybe go to the gym, do the Florida thing. All right, guys, I'm out of here.